Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My fiance keeps joking about calling off the wedding, and I don't find it funny anymore. Why would you joke about that? Why would you joke about calling off a wedding? And that's something that you should not joke about. My fiance and I have been together for 5 years, engaged for 1. Our wedding is scheduled for early next year. Lately, he's been making jokes repeatedly about how there's still time to back out or how he's still shopping around. He says it in a lighthearted tone, often around friends or family, but it's been happening more often and even in private. He's still shopping around, that's what he jokes about. I would just talk to him about it and be like, that's not okay. Like, he's making her feel like a backup, and obviously she's not going to feel good about that. Why would he joke about that? Why would he be like, there's still time to back out, I'm going to find someone else new, there's still so much time for me to find someone else? That's rude. At first, I brushed it off as nerves or just bad humor, but now it's honestly starting to hurt. When I told him that it makes me uncomfortable and I would appreciate it if he stopped, he just laughed and said I was being too sensitive and that he was obviously joking, but it doesn't feel like a joke to me anymore. It feels dismissive and a bit cruel. We've never really had issues communicating before, but I feel like every time I bring this up, he shuts it down or makes me feel like I'm the one being unreasonable. I love him and I do want to marry him, but this behavior is making me question things I never questioned before. Am I overthinking this? Has anyone else dealt with something similar? Ooh, he shuts it down every single time she brings it up, but he continues to do it? That's messed up. So he's not even listening to her, even though she's communicating to him. Honestly, communication is important, but there's no point communicating if you're communicating to a freaking brick wall. Right? I think that's a big sign that he's never going to take her seriously. And the fact that he doesn't really want to work on it or just stop saying it says so much, because this is something so little that he can just change. Like, she's not even telling him to like change his lifestyle. She's just saying, stop saying that. And he can't even do that for her. When your jokes start hurting someone's feelings, it's no longer a joke anymore. Like, it's not even funny. Why does he think it's funny? I wonder what he would say if she does the same thing. What if she was like, yeah, he's just the back burner. I'm just keeping him around so I can find my Prince Charming. What if she says that? How would he feel? Now it kind of just makes me feel like he doesn't want to get married. Because I feel like maybe that's like a coping mechanism for him, is the fact that he keeps joking around about it, so he doesn't need to get married, or like he's scared to get married. So he's like, I can still call this off as a joke for himself. Ooh. Still, here's a red flag. Am I overreacting to my boyfriend's mom's unhinged sexual comments? I have been with my boyfriend for 2 years. Our families are very close. Both of our moms get along and pretty much became best friends once we started dating. I adore his mom too. We've had a genuine friendship since her son and I got together. Let me start by saying my boyfriend and his mom are pretty close and they have a great relationship. But since we started dating, she seems to be jealous of our relationship and she seemed to start copying me. My boyfriend bought me a beanie from our favorite local company and suddenly she needed the same beanie. We went bikini shopping and she bought the same exact bikini I decided to buy. My boyfriend bought me a camping ice chest, so she went out and bought the exact same one for herself. Now she's looking to buy the exact same car as me that I bought for myself 6 months ago. What? Why is the mom trying to copy her son's girlfriend? That's weird. That's so weird. Can you imagine what the son is thinking then? Like, your mom has everything that your girlfriend has. Why would she even get the same bikini? I'm so confused. Aside from the copying, she makes very weird, inappropriate jokes. I said I wanted breakfast. She responds, don't you get enough sausage for my son? Ugh, why would you say that about your own son? I say I'm tired. She says, maybe don't stay up so late having sex. Oh. One time I made a comment about my boyfriend having big hands and she said, you know what that means, right? Mama didn't raise no shrimpies. We went on a road trip once and we had to pull over for a pee break. My boyfriend got out and just peed on the side of the road. Jokingly, I stood behind him and peeked over to watch his business. His mum saw and she came over to do the same. Did the boyfriend feel like that was weird? Was he like, what the, mum? What the F, mum? Wait, his mom is weird. His mom is freaking weird. Ew, why would you want to see that? She does say this stuff in front of my boyfriend, her son, and he'll snap and tell her she's being weird, but she only ever laughs it off. When she came over to see his business, he immediately shrugged her off, elbowed her, and snapped at her to knock it off. She just doesn't take it seriously. I want the entire future with my boyfriend, kids, house, land, all of it. So cutting her off or giving my boyfriend that ultimatum doesn't seem feasible. Is this an overreaction? Do I just let the weirdness fizzle out and ignore it in the meantime? Oh my goodness. That's tough. Having like a mother-in-law like that. because his mom's literally going to be in his business 24/7. Like, them building a life together has to include his mom. Literally. She's going to be in the bed between them when they're showering. All right. She's literally going to be in between them. And why is she still so like attached to her son? Like, he has his own life. You have your own life, mum. You go enjoy your own life, right? Why are you trying to disturb your boyfriend's love life? Like, that's not good. You're ruining his love life. What if his girlfriend decides to leave him? But that's your fault. And she probably doesn't even care though, because she probably just wants him all to herself. Man, that's so weird. That's so like annoying as well. Because it's like, obviously you don't want your boyfriend to choose between his mom and you, because then no one's going to be happy. Everyone's going to resent each other. If he chooses his mom, then he loses you. If he chooses you, then he loses his mom. That's just not good, right? So obviously she can't give the ultimatum. But also, then it just means she has to accept him for the way that his mom is. And does she love him enough to do that? That's the question. That's the only thing she can actually do is compromise and have her boyfriend back her up all the time when his mom does something weird. Because her boyfriend cannot be on his mom's side if the mom is doing something weird. He has to be on her side. He has to see her point of view. Okay? That's the only solution. If she loves him, yeah, she has to deal with it. My best friend is upset his crush chose another friend in a hypothetical scenario. He's been rage posting and turning our entire friend group against him. How do I stop him from embarrassing himself further? Some friends and I all went to see that clown in a cornfield movie a couple weeks ago. After the movie, we all went to dinner. Someone asked the question, if we were in that movie, who would you want with you? A lot of people said Brock. Brock is a Marine, and that was the logic people went with when choosing him. I've known Brock since we were little. He's dating his girlfriend Jade. He's the type of person who could not care less about other girls in a romantic sense when he's dating someone, and he is head over heels for this girl. I say this because Violet said to stay close to Brock. My friend has had a crush on this girl for a while. She turned him down, but they continue to be friends because we all have the same friend group. Tristan has taken great offense to this, and on a car ride home, went into this tirade about how Violet should just sleep with Brock if she thinks he's that great. He's been making all these weird social media posts about how girls only care about muscles and all this other group. He tagged Violet in something weird. I confronted him and said he's allowed to be heartbroken, but he's annoying everyone with this and just coming off as a massive creep. I'm simplifying it, but he's just not being reasonable. He made a comment about how he thinks Brock and Violet are sleeping with each other. It's turning into a mess, and I don't know how I can help him out of this before he just ruins his standing completely. He's already ruined everything he has, okay? He's already burnt down everything. That's a reaction when your crush rejects you. Well, thank you, because you definitely showed them why they were right to reject you. Like, that's so embarrassing. If someone doesn't like you, find someone who will. Okay? It's not that hard. There's a lot of people out there, okay? There's actually a lot of people that are great for you. Just because you like someone does not mean that they're right for you, though. Maybe it's a good thing that Violet rejected him. But he's just not taking it well. And that's what's embarrassing. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!